If they say third time's the charm, what would they say about the fourth? These films answer that question.
Your shift is over.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best fourth installments in movie franchises.
Donkey, can I borrow your tongue?
Say what? No hair. No.
For this list, we're taking a look at feature films that are the fourth in line in a series. Just because the number 4 might be in the title doesn't mean it'll necessarily be eligible.
I must break you.
For example, Star Wars Episode 4 doesn't count because it was technically the first movie released.
Well, you said it, Chewie.
Time has no bearing on this list. As long as it's the fourth in the series, it's good with us.
Live long and prosper, my son.
Number 10. Lethal Weapon 4.
Why you calling my son-in-law? 'Cause I am.
The buddy cop movie series to stand the test of time adds another notch to its belt when Riggs and Murtaugh go head-to-head with Jet Li in the final installment of this police detective series. At a time when high-octane action movies were starting to go the way of the dodo, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover still produced one of the year's top 10 highest grossers with their 1998 hit. Against box office disaster movies like Armageddon and Godzilla, this fourth entry stood out as a classic 80s-inspired movie for the 90s. Number 9. Rambo. Speaking of returns, it's time we heard about what John Rambo's been up to. Well, he's back to his old hobbies of rescuing missionaries and beating down brutal military regimes with explosive force in this fourth installment of the film series. After the success of Rocky's Return, Sylvester Stallone decided to reprise the role of John Rambo to fight the baddies in Burma.
But this is what we do. Who we are.
Adding new realistic violence to the series, this new entry was also banned by the Burmese government. Number 8. The Return of the Pink Panther.
Well, I must now return to my office and report my adjustments.
Not banned in any countries is Peter Sellers' return to the role of Inspector Clouseau for the first time since 1964.
What was his name?
Clouseau. Inspector Clouseau.
On a private mission to return the Pink Panther diamond, Clouseau only has the Phantom's trademark glove to go on.
Time is not the issue here. This glove is the issue here.
The inspector dons many guises as he investigates Charles Litton and his wife Claudine, while engaging in misadventures and troublesome tandems in his investigation.
What sort of stupid question is that? Are you blind?
Yes.
Oh, I see, yes. Yes, of course.
Keeping the slapstick coming, The Return of the Pink Panther is an excellent comedy watch.
The Phantom.
Yes, one and the same.
Number 7. Live Free or Die Hard.
She just killed a helicopter with a car.
How's that, bullets?
Another action hero returning for another hurrah is Bruce Willis as John McClane, in what's known as Die Hard 4.0 outside of North America. Going from saving buildings to saving airports, McClane is on a mission to stop financial terrorists from breaking the stock market.
Get your bag, Hackboy. Let's go.
This time around, the action flick was based on the 1997 article A Farewell to Arms by John Carlin, with production on the film being delayed for years due to the 9/11 attacks in 2001. Despite the delay, when the former NYPD officer returned to the silver screen, he certainly did not fail to deliver.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Number 6. Thunderball.
You better fasten your safety belt.
50 years before the 2015 film, Spectre was causing a good fiasco in Baum's fourth ever film adaptation. With the help of 2 stolen atomic bombs, Spectre holds the world ransom for £100 million in diamonds, wanted in exchange for their not destroying a random English or American city.
I've come to offer my sincere condolences.
Upon initial release, Thunderball garnered huge praise and was even credited with reigniting the excitement of cinema.
Aren't you in the wrong room, Mr. Bond?
Not from where I'm standing.
You could almost say the film exploded onto our screens. Get it? Okay, we'll stop. Number 5. Jurassic World.
And remember, if something chases you,
the highly anticipated 4th installment to the Jurassic Park franchise opened in theaters almost 14 years after the 3rd entry of the sci-fi adventure series headed to the big screen.
A whole new frontier has opened up. We have our first genetically modified hybrid.
Featuring a mostly new cast, including rising star Chris Pratt as the male lead and Velociraptor extraordinaire, Jurassic World made history in June 2015. Not only did it set the record for biggest opening weekend in both North America and internationally, it also earned $500 million during that weekend alone.
She's a highly intelligent animal. She will kill anything that moves.
Following the adventures of our heroes as a brand new genetically modified dino escapes and causes mayhem in the titular theme park, this is one visually stunning, energetic, and well-shot sequel. Number 4. Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home.
I'm impressed. That's a lot of work for a short voyage.
The clever and philosophical sci-fi series responsible for many influential cultural milestones can now be considered part of the time travel genre thanks to this film.
Meet me. We're going to attempt time travel.
Finishing the story arc set up in The Wrath of Khan, in The Voyage Home, the Enterprise crew begins their journey to Earth. But not before discovering a dangerous alien probe that desires to communicate with now extinct humpback whales.
Whales? Specifically, humpback whales.
That's crazy. Who would send a probe hundreds of light years to talk to a whale?
It's possible.
Traveling back in time to find such whales before their extinction. You'd expect this to be the real Jump the Shark entry, right? Well, the film was praised for adding a new layer of comedy to the series, and before the 21st century reboots, it was the highest-grossing Star Trek film ever.
Don't tell me they don't use money in the 23rd century.
Well, we don't.
Number 3. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter. I'm going to destroy you.
The 4th entry into the Wizarding franchise also took Potter and his pals in a new direction.
After tonight, no one will ever again question my powers.
Competing in the Tri-Wizard tournament, Harry battles more than just his standard deathly wizarding challenges, as here, he and his friends also start facing adulthood. Turning the dial up on drama, both emotionally and physically, as Voldemort finally makes his triumphant and horrifying return to human form. The Goblet of Fire splendidly kicks off the darker second half of the Harry Potter franchise. Number 2. Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to penetrate the highly secured archive inside the Kremlin and retrieve Kobolt's file before he can destroy it.
Simple question. Do you remember the previous 3 films in the series? Yeah, we barely do either, because Ghost Protocol just blows them all out of the water. Directed by Brad Bird, who's best known for animated works, the formerly known Bond clone takes a huge leap into establishing itself as a big and defined action franchise of its own, with entry number 4. No longer clinging to the catchiness of its theme song, Ghost Protocol adds new character and life to the series.
Where's Ethan?
It's not only one of the best 4th installments in a franchise, it's one of the best at reigniting one, too. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
The love we found
the love we found, we carry with us, so we're never quite alone.
What does it say?
It says I'm not outside. I'm right beside you.
Oh, good. What happened to the cake?
Trust me, it's an improvement.
Yeah. I'm Aaron, by the way.
Why'd you do that? If you weren't on the clock, why take the risk? Why take the mountain?
I lost my chems.
Number 1. Mad Max: Fury Road.
In this wasteland, I am the one who runs from both the living and the dead.
Did anyone see the successful revival of this 35-year-plus franchise coming? And does it really matter?
What's your name?
With Tom Hardy taking over the role originated by Mel Gibson in the first 3 Mad Max films, Fury Road sees George Miller once again taking the reins as director and co-writer, as well as co-producer.
Everybody's gone out of their mind.
The story follows our titular protagonist as he joins forces with Imperator Furiosa in a battle for freedom from a tyrannical ruler during post-apocalyptic times. Not even halfway through 2015, and already hailed as one of the year's best action flicks, the sci-fi action movie earned 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and has been seen as on par with Mad Max 2, which was previously considered the best in the series.
It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me or everyone else.
Do you agree with our list?
That's extraordinary.
Which 4th film in a franchise is your favorite?
Ethan, is there a problem? Ethan?
For more exciting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You're kidding me.